Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and on this episode, we're going to be talking about my favorite things as a mechanic. I'll do another video about my least favorite things as a mechanic, specifically a mobile mechanic. This is going to be my video about my favorite things as a mobile mechanic. This is totally unique and different than being a mechanic in a shop or even owning your own shop, which is my goal one day. But I'll tell you why I love being a mobile mechanic for now. On this episode, while I'm working, I'll be looking at a 2017 Hyundai Elantra. I didn't diagnose it, although I did just go ahead and double check it with my jump box, and it does look like it's the alternator. I was just told it was the alternator. They already have the new part. It looks like it was ordered off of Amazon. I'm fine installing that. Just guarantee the labor. So let's hop out. I'll tell you about how I diagnosed that, or just double checked it before I wasted their time. Since that's quick and easy, I just do it for free. Which brings me to my first favorite thing about being a mobile mechanic. I can choose what jobs I want and don't want to do. Now that's pretty important for me because I get a lot of calls of people assuming that I'm like an emergency roadside service. So I get calls in the middle of the night, and while I do charge more for emergencies and I'm not against going out in the middle of the night, it usually just doesn't make sense. What I like to do is fix cars that are stranded somewhere because their alternator's gone out, their battery's messed up, their starter's gone out, stuff like that. You're gonna pay just as much that I'm gonna charge to fix it, just to tow it into the shop. And that also means I turn away a few jobs like transmissions and motor swaps because those just take several days. If you don't have a lift or a shop, it doesn't make much sense. But there's a lot of ways that it is similar to being a mechanic in a normal shop too. Obviously, you still have to have the same amount of training and certifications. Although if you're working for yourself as a mobile mechanic, you probably need to have a bit of a reputation and customer base by then. But being a mobile mechanic is a great way to start out building a customer base. It's something that you could easily do on the side after work. Charge a little bit less, maybe not compete with the shop you're working at, but if you charge less and you do good work and you're already associated with a reputable shop, then it's going to be easier to start your own business. Not that that's the point of this video. Let me tell you some other things. And here's the alternator right here. It's supposed to take right around an hour to get out and replace. I'll probably take a little bit longer because I'm not in a rush. I've got one other job today. I usually stick to about 2 a day. So doing 2 jobs a day works out really well for me because that leaves me just enough room to do an emergency job in the evenings if I want to, or to spend the evenings with my kid. Not my kid, my kids. I've got 2. My family. And just because of the extra amount of travel, doing more than 2 jobs in a day usually ends up making the day pretty long. So doing 2 jobs in a shop is pretty easy to do in just a couple hours. Doing 2 jobs as a mobile mechanic usually takes almost the whole day. And something else I really like about being a mobile mechanic is the customer service aspect of being a mobile mechanic. It's a lot more close with your customers than you would be in a shop because usually it's just you actually meeting them every time you go to fix their car. So you have to be really professional, which isn't a problem, but it could be for some people if you don't like being in that sort of setting. So it might not be for everybody. But it's also like really gratifying in a way that you're also rescuing people all the time. They're relying on you to fix their car. If you do a good job, then you see the results and often get thanked by people, so it's pretty gratifying. Okay, now that I'm getting down to that alternator, I want to make sure I disconnect the battery before I go any further. Working with people is something I used to not like super enjoy. I enjoy it a lot more now, but that's something that's definitely gonna help whenever I open my own shop. It'll be important not only to already have a good experience working with customers in the automotive industry, because mechanics have a bad reputation as it is. But it's nice, especially if your end goal is to build a shop one day, because you can take all your customers with you. And trust me, if you're a good mechanic, you're gonna get a lot of referrals from your customers. All right, there might be a wasp nest in here somewhere because the wasp just flew out at my face from back here, but maybe it just was flying underneath the car. Gotta thread the needle here. That brings me up to the next thing, and this applies for both mobile mechanics and mechanics. I actually like that you have to buy your own tools. I know a lot of people complain about that, and it makes sense right out of school because you can't really afford that. I think there should be better programs to like lend tools to new mechanics, or like the shops they're working at should have nice tool sets for them to use and not require them to have brand new tool sets themselves. I think it's something you should build up throughout your career towards retirement, just a nice tool set. But I love that about it because all the tools that I need, I buy, and they're gonna be mine forever. All right, get these connectors off, and I've got that. Honestly though, I hope that bolt fits out because it's ran through from the front. Curious. Okay, so I was worried for a second that that bolt wouldn't come out, but you can see the bolt just slides into the bracket there. Oh, that's actually the oil filter housing. That's a weird setup. Anyway, so that just slid right out. You don't have to get the bolt because I saw how far down that the frame went right there, and I thought there's no way that bolt was gonna slide out through the front. It was kind of wedged in there anyways and wouldn't even slide out, so I just checked real quick and made sure it slid out like that. Which it brings me to maybe the last point I love about being a mobile mechanic, and maybe one of my favorite things. Is there's very little stress. For the most part, you know, you're working at on somebody's car in their driveway, or it was already stuck somewhere, so they're not like a super big rush to make sure you fix it as fast as you can. So you don't have like that added stress most of the time hanging over your shoulders of like the customers waiting in the front of the shop, get this thing done, don't mess anything up. And that just seems to keep me from messing up a lot more. When you're in a rush, you just seem to break little things and do dumb stuff. I don't think this is gonna go out through the bottom though. It's kind of stuck beside that oil filter, so I might have to remove this bracket. I'm just worried about these bolts not sliding out with this pulley in the way. But if I loosen it up, maybe it'll just give me enough room to pull it out. All right, that should give me plenty of room. See how that moves all the way out of the way? Which brings me to, I said that might have been my last one. Another thing I love about being a mobile mechanic. Get up there. And I've always loved going on drives. So I love the fact that I just get to go on a little drive before every job to clear my head. There you go. That thing barely came out of there. All right, there's the new one. Anyways, like maybe the previous job was frustrating, or you just like going on drives. That's probably one of the best perks of being a mobile mechanic for sure. Plus, I'm a gas station food connoisseur, so I love eating lunch every day at somewhere new. I just got everything buttoned up besides the battery. Just all the bolts I took loose tightened up. So I'll put that battery on and let's test it out. Go. Battery light off, and that's a good thing. Okay, this is the second time I've had to readjust the belt down there, if you can see. Like coming off the pulley for some reason. So, yeah, maybe I put the belt on too tight, but that's a lot better. All right, here we go. There's the blue car behind us about to pull out. He's got his lights on. There it goes, it's moving. They're going to get a new battery because the battery's dead. So I jumped it off and left it running for them. And yeah, they're on their way to get that battery. So I'm gonna get some lunch. That means I should turn left up here. Don't pull out in front of me like that. See that car behind me? Turn left right there. Hate driving in town. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure you're subscribed. Check out this video next. Peace out.